Hi there. In this video, I'll be giving an overview of the AAA syllabus. Some are saying that this is a difficult subject. This shows in the official pass rates released by ACCA, which is around 30%. Less than ideal, right? Let me reassure you, the AAA exams are rather predictable. A well-prepared candidate will score well. This subject may be divided into 7 blocks. I'll provide a brief overview of each block. First, we have the regulatory environment. This is often examined as part of a full question. Often, the questions relate to areas such as money laundering. Next, we have professional and ethical considerations. As an auditor, it is important for stakeholders to have confidence in us. Our reputation is invaluable. Here, we will be learning about the various threats which may affect the auditor's independence and how we can manage these threats. Going forward, we have practice management. Here, practice refers to the audit firm. How should we manage a firm? One of the main risks to an audit firm is the risk of getting sued by third parties. This may be due to the auditor expressing an inappropriate audit opinion. Another issue to consider in practice management will be quality control. There should be controls in place to ensure that the high-quality audit opinion is expressed. Commonly, we will be identifying quality control issues within a scenario. We will also be required to provide recommendations on resolving these issues. Next, we will move on to planning and conducting audits. There are various auditing standards to be covered here. It is important to know that the secret to success in AAA is in applying knowledge, not just memorizing facts. The next area is on completion and reporting. At this stage, we are nearing the end of the audit. It is common to be provided with a list of accounting issues relating to the company. We then need to identify the impact of these issues on the company's audit report. It is also common for the examiner to require us to appraise the proposed audit report. We may check if the wordings used may lead to misunderstandings or if the audit opinion is appropriate. On to other assignments. In the syllabus, you will not only be learning about audit, there are also other assignments such as forensics auditing, review of prospective financial information, social and environmental auditing, just to name a few. Finally, your examiner may test on current issues. Often, the examining team writes an article on these issues before they appear in the exams. Next, the examination structure. As I've mentioned earlier, the paper follows a fixed format. First, you have 3 hours and 15 minutes to complete the exams. This means that you have, 1.95 minutes to score a single mark. Time management is of utmost importance here. A significant proportion of candidates run out of time during the examinations. There are 2 sections in this paper. Section A will comprise the case study worth 50 marks. This case study will be set at the planning stage of the audit. I can't stress this enough. Too often, candidates include points which are more relevant to the later stages. This is often irrelevant to the requirements and scores no marks. The case study may include various exhibits. This may be from internal sources, such as an email from the audit partner, or they may be client-generated. As an auditor, it is important to practice skepticism. This is particularly true when we are dealing with client-generated information. Often, one of these several areas are examined. You may have the regulatory environment, often relating to money laundering issues, professional and ethical considerations. For example, the firm may be asked to take on additional non-audit services. You will then need to evaluate the potential threats and the possible safeguards. Practice management. To give you an idea, there have been past questions in which we are acting as a group auditor. We may have to rely on other auditors, also known as the component auditors. But before we do so, we need to evaluate the quality of their work. You will be required to perform risk assessment on the client as part of your audit planning procedures. Often, you will also need to propose audit procedures in relation to a particular issue in the case. Of the 50 marks allocated to Section A, there will be 4 professional marks. 1 mark is awarded for the use of headings. Yes, it is that simple. The second mark is awarded for a short introduction. Keep it short. A single sentence is sufficient to score this mark. The third mark is awarded for the use of subheadings or paragraphs. The final mark is awarded for the clarity of the explanations. If we get you, you get the mark. On to Section B. There are 2 questions worth 25 marks each. One of these questions will be based on completion and reporting. For example, the question may require you to evaluate the impact of certain accounting issues on the audit report. The other question may be from one of the areas I mentioned earlier, such as forensics auditing, social and environmental auditing, and the rest. That's an overview of the AAA syllabus. I'll see you in the other videos.